Good morning, this is Mike Wagner from UVEX. I'm the Director of Race Services for SWIX and UVEX here in the United States. I have with me this morning Scott. Scott will be our model today in properly fitting ski racing helmets. Making sure the helmet is the correct fit is probably the best or most important factor in assuring safety when ski racing. The design of a ski helmet is in such a way that there's a hard outer shell that will take the impact, disperse it over a larger area. The inside of the helmet is a softer material that will absorb the impact, and then the last part of it is the lining, the padding on the inside, offers comfort and warmth in a ski helmet. Proper fit assures that that works correctly. If the helmet is not properly fit, your head can move inside of the helmet as it may strike the ground or a fence or whatever. What we'd like to do is measure Scott's head to determine the correct size. Each of the helmet companies provide a size range from extra small through large, and what we want to do is measure the circumference of his head about a finger's width above his eyebrows. You'll go around the head this way, just above his ears. So if I were to take a measuring tape and measure it here around Scott's head and determine that circumference in centimeters, I could then refer to the size chart from the helmet manufacturer, and then we'll go from there. What I'd like to do now is try a couple of helmets on Scott to see which is the proper fit. If I were to take this helmet, have Scott put it on, there's a one-button release down here to allow you to get in and out of the helmet easily. This way. The adjustment is done on this side with the strap. Adjust it, snap it into place. It needs to be snug, not tight, so that it's uncomfortable, but snug enough to maintain the fit of that helmet. The first thing I want to do is see if this helmet can rotate on his head. So I see that this helmet is a little bit too large now. I can move it side to side and up and down. All right, I'm going to try a different helmet on Scott since this one is a little bit too large. So now I'm going to move this forward, and I see that now Scott's head is moving, his eyebrows are moving up and down. And as I move it from side to side, see if you can shake your head, Scott. Is the helmet secure fitting?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. That to me is the proper fit, right there. When you do buy a helmet, try on different sizes. Everyone's head is a little bit different in shape, so it's best that you try on several different models of helmets before you get off to buying it. The other thing you want to do is try your goggles on with the helmet. If you go in and buy a new helmet, it's best perhaps that you bring your goggles with you. Try them on with that helmet to assure that it's a proper fit in and around the helmet. It's not tugging on your face, it's not pulling down on your helmet and so forth when the goggles are properly fit to the helmet. This helmet was designed primarily for speed events, Super G and downhill. There's no venting. It offers full protection all the way down over your ears, down to the back of your neck, and up to your forehead. I think as a young athlete, Scott's age, I would probably suggest going with a full coverage helmet. You'll get other helmets that do provide venting, full year. Also on the ears, so you can hear what the coach is saying to you. It provides a little bit greater ventilation along the sides. Each of the helmets has a retention device for the goggle strap as well. Then you have what's referred to as a soft-sided helmet. This offers more ventilation. I also on this helmet have venting or adjustment here on top, so I can regulate the ventilations. One other feature that it offers is an adjustment to fit. So if I were to try this helmet on Scott, what I would do is open it to the widest setting, have Scott put it on, and then adjust it till he feels that it's comfortable and snug enough. So Scott, go ahead and put that one on.
Okay.
You don't need to buckle a strap quite yet. I'll adjust it, and you'll feel it tighten up, correct?
Yeah, that's good.
There you go. How's that one feel?
This is really good.
This one will fit Scott really well. It's a extra large. So, but I'm going to have you put this on nonetheless. How's that fit?
Way too big.
And you can see how that's not going to offer a tremendous amount of protection right there. Now, the interesting thing is this also has an adjustment on the back, so I can tighten it up for Scott and he'll feel the helmet become smaller, but still it doesn't provide the security that I'm after. So don't get swayed into buying a helmet that's got the adjustment and providing something that he can grow into by making it tight there. It's still too big. The best thing you could ever do is buy a helmet to fit currently. One of the issues is when to retire and get a new helmet. Obviously, growing out of it, we talked about sizing, and growing out of it is probably the first thing. If the helmet becomes uncomfortable to wear, maybe they won't wear it, so that's not so safe. As far as retiring a helmet from an incident, that's kind of the thing that we'd like to discuss here as well. If you've got a good fall or a good hard impact with a helmet, so that oh boy, I rung my bell pretty well, that would be an indication to me to move on to a new helmet. The cost of a new helmet is certainly a lot less than a visit to the local ER, and the helmets are designed with a hard shell to dissipate or disperse the impact. The second layer is a dense foam material that is designed to cushion and also deform to impact. So when you do fall and bang your head on a hard snow surface, you may change the integrity of that internal foam, and at that point is when you want to retire that helmet and look into buying a new one. So there may not be a visible area of damage or crack to the outside of the shell, but if you're aware that the helmet has received great impact, my suggestion is that you'd move on to a new one.